Hello, welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
Oh, hi.
It's Fat Sauce Friday, and we're looking at the tips of our noses.
Yeah.
And this is if my heart had wings.
She's just constantly worried that she's got a booger there.
Yeah, she's pretty cute though.
She is cute.
Yeah. She's also she just looks dumb all the time. Just dumb.
Well, that's because she crosses her eyes. Kotori does that too, though, sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's even supposed to be crossing eyes, or it's just like the way they're standing and drawn.
Right.
Like they're supposed to be looking at you.
Or it's just kind of like like an unfocused forward stare.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, she just looks like she's like, fingers?
Yeah.
I don't. Look, what am I doing with my fingers? Pull out of my nose? Is this a bunny? Do I have a booger? She's trying to learn how to do the alligator thing for finger puppets.
Yeah.
Or not finger puppets, shadow puppets. That's
shadow puppets. Same thing, isn't it?
I get no finger puppets are puppets that you put on your fingers.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
But shadow puppets you make with your fingers, so it is confusing. Shut up. We're Bookend Gaming.
Yeah.
Even though it's summer, don't sleep with your stomach exposed, okay?
Yeah.
Cause I'll tickle you. I'm gonna tickle the bed. Make sure you brush your teeth and text me once. No, 3 times a day.
I've got it. I have got it already.
Minase-san? Yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Please take good care of Katori-chan. Sleep in her bed with her.
Sexually.
Touch her butt. And bathe her all the time.
And tickle her belly.
Sure, leave it to me. I thought I sounded a little arrogant, but I answered as the dorm mommy and as Katori's friend. See you, Katori-chan. If anything happens, call me right away. Tell me what his dick looks like. Worried about her sister until the end. Hibari-san got in the car and left. Today was Monday. The start of a new week.
Oh, it isn't. It's Friday.
I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah, never mind. It looked like she was going straight to work. I was going to say, don't Japanese weeks start on a different day? But it is Monday, because ours start on Sunday.
Yeah.
She came here in her own car, and apparently her workplace and her house were about an hour away.
They go from right to left.
Yeah. Totally.
Hibari stayed for 2 nights, so I'm worn out. She tickled my belly all night.
Isn't she a kind sister?
Yes, I'll give her that. I just wish she kept it in moderation and was mean sometimes. Gave me the choppies. And knew when to leave me alone.
Seems that she would like to be more independent from her older sister.
The system.
Okay.
The sister system.
The fucked up system. Okay then, shall we go to school now?
It's all politics anymore.
All right, fucking red tape, bureaucracy bullshit.
And that's how it is, to sum it up in this case.
Are you mocking his dad?
Yes.
I was restless throughout the whole 6th class of the day. When this finishes, school end for the day. In other words, it'll be time for club activities. Yesterday was Sunday, so we had a break from the club. I was told that my piloting training will start today, and I couldn't help but anxiously look forward to it.
Oh, it's going to be like in VR.
Yeah, they're going to give him that Star Trek test that's the unwinnable scenario.
Yeah, Kobayashi Maru.
Thank you. I was like, something NASCAR?
Yeah.
But that's a different thing.
NASCAR? That's
No,
the race.
Something
Yeah.
NASCAR. That's going to bother me. Someone will know.
Yeah, you'll be covered by the end of term test. So make sure you tone it down. Note it down.
The teacher's leisurely way of speaking made me feel even more
I
impatient.
hope I'm not a main character.
While I was staring at the clock hung on the classroom wall, I was waiting for this very moment. It rang! The bell rang!
Shut up! Okay, that's all for today. The things we studied today will be on the test. End of the term, test. So make sure to review them later. I don't know.
At least he's not one of those teachers that's like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you. The teacher repeated the last bit of information, and then the class president finally told us to stand and bow.
But then he just stands there and rings loudly.
Goodbye, Sensei. Sensei?
Sensei.
Sensei Bean?
Sensei Bean. Yeah, don't run in the hallway. Yeah.
When I went out of the hall, wow, hang on, let me recalibrate real quick.
Okay.
I forgot how to read. When I went out to the hallway, Katori was already standing by, outside, since her seat is near the door.
Whoa, why are you standing? Oh.
Slow! What could I do? My seat's next to the window.
Come on, step it up. Okay, let's go.
Hold on, Agia's not here yet.
You're too slow.
We peeked into the classroom. Agia was surrounded by several girls talking with them about something.
Oh.
God, she needs to teach me how to do that.
To talk to them about something.
Right?
I go back in the classroom.
That's why this is... Apparently, they didn't understand something from the last session, and they asked her about it. Because everybody just cheats off of her. They make a big deal about grades at this school. If you fail any subjects, it's possible that you'd have to repeat the year.
No way.
That's how most schools function.
Yeah.
It's not like Agia's grades were anything special, but in certain specialized subjects, she was usually near the top of the rankings. That's why her friends were going to her for help just before the end of the term
Is
exams.
it math and science?
Yeah, she's a nerd. Hey, Agia! Ah, Aoi! Hey, oh, fuck, hang on. Hang on. Fuck, let me do that again. I'll be finished soon. Let me take that line again. Agia waved through a gap in the wall of girls surrounding her.
Hey, Aoi-kun.
She said it'll take just a little longer.
I see. Well then, let's go on ahead. Fuck her.
No, but she asked us to wait for her. This is the choice. Wait for her or don't.
Yeah.
We'll see her there anyway, so isn't it fine?
Oh, my
Oh,
God!
shit!
It's a choice.
Oh, no!
Oh God!
Oh, God!
Oh no!
Well, I mean, this is so obvious. Should we just...
What
do you wanna
Well,
do?
I would still make a save in case we ever come back and play this game.
You're a good, smart lad.
I'm a smart boy. Put it on. Okay.
There you go.
Sure. I was gonna say the last page, but
We'll forget that it's there.
yeah. I don't know. What? So I mean, this is.
This seems pretty
this
cut
is
and dry.
Probably obvious.
It's like, go ahead with Katori, and then she gets hit by a car. It's like, I guess I'm dating Agia.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Who's making the choices?
I feel like maybe we go for Katori just because you're voicing Katori, and it'd be weird for me to...
Yeah.
Not that they're not all going to be there.
I guess I kind of like Agia a little more than Kotori.
I do too, but I didn't want to I feel like I'm biased, you know, because I'm
Yeah.
voicing her.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. I feel like didn't I read somewhere that you have to do Katori to unlock the other ones?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe not. Well, either way, if we do Agia, we just do Katori the next time, and then we
Right.
unlock the other ones. Watch there be like wrong answers.
I don't
Like we
know.
get a fail state or
I mean,
something.
they're both cute. So I honestly, I really don't know.
I don't, dude. Don't make me make the choice. We have to decide.
But this is like such an obvious one. Like this is just
I
choosing.
know it's not. It's not about just like if it was a thing where it was like, okay, yeah, let's go, or no, we have to wait. Then it would just be like, well, we're not choosing one or the other. It's like we're
Right.
waiting together. Because this is obvious. You wait for Agia, and Katori's gonna leave.
Probably.
Like not the game, but she's gonna go ahead, and then it'll be just you and Agia hanging out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if we were like playing through normally, we would choose to wait.
I think we would.
So let's just play like we
Because
normally would.
yeah, because we wouldn't want to be rude and leave Agia behind.
Yeah, there might be multiple choices. We could still end up with Kotori.
It's true, or no one. We could end up falling off a roof or something. She said she'd be finished soon, so I'll wait here.
I see. Well then, I'm going on ahead.
I've already seen your boobies. Katori said while pouting for some reason and went off without me.
That sucks.
Did she get angry?
I don't like making anyone upset.
I know, right? I just want to get... Where's the harem route? Every game we play needs a harem route. Well, that's nothing out of the ordinary. Sorry for the wait. Where's Amane-san? She went on ahead. I see.
Oh, she's right there. I just came out like 2
Well,
seconds.
she didn't go that far. Hey, Aoi.
Yeah, see, now we're gonna gotta talk with her.
Yeah? About Amane-san. What does she think of me?
I don't know, you probably shouldn't have stole her hamburger.
I uttered reflexively. As I thought, she really hates me. I don't think that's it. She replies when you greet her. I mean, that's common. That's what most people do.
Yeah, but she calls me a bitch.
In Katori's case, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't do that if she hated someone. But she's super friendly with you, right?
Oh, I get it.
Is that so? After all, isn't she the one you got along with best?
Yeah, I've seen her boobies.
Yeah, but I just ruined that with a stupid choice, so you better fucking give it up. Or live in the same dorm. Ryoku lives at Flying Fish Manor too, but you hardly speak to her.
Yeah, remember her?
Who?
I think she's the one that stands backwards.
Ryoku-san was one of the boarders, and in the same year as us, she was also Agia's friend.
No, that was the... I don't remember. Sana-san.
Yeah, but I hardly ever spoke to her at school. See? Well, maybe you have a point, but what is this all of a sudden? Nothing, just saying. You angry about it? How far do we get into this before I give you Owie?
You're right, I just take over.
Yeah. I'm wondering. I don't know. We'll see.
Probably when we get to the actual route.
Yeah, if we do get to a point where all of a sudden Katori's just not talking or isn't in the thing anymore,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you owie. Maybe. Is this jealousy or something? What? Well, you and I are childhood friends and have been close ever since we were kids. I think of you as one of my best friends.
Oh no. Bad ending.
When we were kids, Agia was my very best friend. Even if there was a 5-year gap, that shouldn't have changed. But apparently, in Agia's eyes, Katori had become my closest friend recently. Sure, we do spend a lot of time together, but that's pity. I thought that Agia might be feeling jealous because of this. You're so full of it.
I'm gonna give you the choppies.
It's what I wanted to say, but maybe you have a point. It feels like Amane-san is stealing you away from me,
Oh.
she said miserably. That's not really how I see it. I still think of you as my very best friend.
Yeah, I made a choice before you came out here.
Yeah.
And I chose your choice.
I clicked the thing that had your name on it.
Yeah.
I'll help you whenever you're in trouble, just like you always have for me. Have a bit more faith in me. Agia's expression seemed to ask, just when did you start talking about something like this?
Is that... there's only one choice in this game? And
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
And that was it?
Well, that's... when we first played it, I remember telling you that, like, in your first playthrough, you only get a choice between the two, and then after you beat the game,
Yeah.
it unlocks, like, other routes.
Right.
But it's hard telling, I don't know. Oh, laughing and such. What are you talking about? Geez, you're as passionate as always. Yep, that's cheered me up.
I just love when she laughs and stuff.
I see. That's good to hear. It's like that fucking... It's like that girl that on Scrubs that oldly says, that's funny. That's so funny.
But she never laughs.
Yeah, she never laughs. She just goes, that's so funny. But it's crazy, Turk. She's actually crying and not just saying, that's so sad. But when you say I'm jealous, you might be right. I'm jealous of you. I want to ride on that wheelchair.
To what?
Me? My plan to win Habane-san over failed, but you became friends with her easily. Maybe I lack charm.
No.
Yeah, sometimes. Owie, you have a kind of charm that attracts people. Red-headed people.
I
Just
do?
kidding. What the hell?
I've never heard that before in my life.
What should I do to get along with Habane-san better? Agia folded her arms above her head and sighed. Well, first you gotta put your hand in a karate chop.
Yes.
And then you take your arm and you chop downwards in a karate chop motion.
And then you... Wapa!
And then you go chop.
What's wapa?
You know, like whip. Whoop-a!
You can't do anything!
Oh, Maddie gets about it too. Agia folded her arms above her head and sighed. Made her boobs look great.
I'm gonna do stretchies.
Oh, God, I fucking hate that and love it at the same time. How are we going to do the flight training? I only hate it because it's like distracts me in every
Right.
way. Their girl does a stretchy stretch. I asked Amane-senpai once all of his second years had gathered. Senpai had been tampering with a bundle of tangled PC cables for a while. We could only see the top of her head from the other side of the desk.
I flipped this USB over 3 fucking times. Hey!
By flying.
That's how I'll beat the Frogger on this machine. Flying? I guess it won't be anything like doing weight training to build basic physical strength, but we still can't fly, can we? She can't be thinking
Not
of flying
well.
using those broken wings. Take these broken wings.
Could you move that stuff lying alongside the wall out of the way?
That's a lot of stuff. As requested, we tidied up things piled up against the garage wall. There's more manga back here. Whoa, there's a pile of stuff here. I don't even know what some of these things are.
What's asteroids?
What does love sense mean? Many strange boxes and antique parts have been left here before Amane-senpai and us came to this garage.
What's beatum and eatum? Why is there a sword and spear in a place like this?
There's a nunchaku over here.
A what?
I'm pretty sure those are illegal here. Oh wait, that's just Britain. There's a broken toy gun too.
Nope, it was a railgun.
Of course, the sword and spear were just well-made replicas. As for the other things, if I had bought them, then after returning home, I would think, why the hell did I buy this?
But I didn't buy them because they were just laying here.
And would definitely regret the purchase. There were many things that looked like typical souvenirs from a field trip. Or this used to be the LARPing club. I could easily tell that the members from long ago were using this garage as their own private place.
Finished!
All right, now turn off the lights. Let's play.
Spooky.
Who's in my mouth?
When the lights were turned off, the inside of the garage became pitch black. Amane-senpai was operating some kind of machine.
It's easier to play Dig Dug this way.
Whoa.
Jesus.
The screen was then projected on the wall where all the stuff was piled up before. It's a projector, and it's showing us a picture of the room we're in.
Very good, Einstein.
It's like a cinema.
Nobody says cinema anymore.
Are we going to watch an instructional video?
Years and years ago. Howie-kun, come over here.
Actually, we have to show you the sexual harassment thing
Yeah.
once the club is formed.
You are in a club of a lot of hot women.
We're in an anime, so of course there's going to be a lot of sexual harassment. I sat in the chair with Amane-senpai. I sat in the chair that Amane-senpai had prepared, and she gave me a computer game
Oh
controller.
my god.
It's ski-free. What are we going to do?
How's this going to help me fly? Like I said, you're going to fly. This is a flight simulator.
Why does it say Twisted Metal?
Oh shit, it's Goat Simulator. Just play it.
You can kind of fly in that.
He can fly.
I hit the wheel. Yep.
Oh!
Flight Simulator.
Yeah, it's like flying, but it's simulated.
Just like the simulations. I've heard of those, but I don't know how they work exactly. Do they simulate flying in some way?
It's like a computer game. It lets you experience flight virtually.
Like a simulation.
Even if you don't actually fly, you can learn the controls and get the feel of flying a glider to some extent.
Can I do a trench run?
I don't quite get it. Sounds stupid. I mean, good.
I mean, people who don't know video games still know video games. You all played video games. You went to the arcade and played a shooter.
That's true.
Is this a commercial
You
one?
played like Time Splitters or some shit. No, I made it myself. But it says Sega Dreamcast on it.
I think you're lying.
It has the
Topography.
Topography. I knew how to say it. I just didn't get it right.
The topography.
I was worried about Kazagawa.
Oh, yeah.
The topography of Kazagawa. It's a simulator specifically for our glider.
That's the next anime we're going to be playing is Topography of Kazagara.
Harry Potter and the topography of Kazagawa.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Is this the school? This is Balam Garden from Final Fantasy VIII. What the fuck? With Amane-senpai's input, the image had changed. I'm going to go wreck into someone's house. Steal my lunch money. Kazagara, the town we were all familiar with, was being shown from the sky, projected onto the wall.
Now pick up that hooker to regain some health.
It was shown in pretty CG on the level of RPG cutscenes of the latest consoles.
Oh.
She really is amazing. Maybe we should start a video game making club. Agia mumbled while looking at the projected screen.
Tifa, best girl.
That was updated with the latest data yesterday. You should be able to get a very realistic sense of flying.
She's not even actually there. That's the simulation. She's the tutorial.
Where did you learn to fly?
Okay. The display of Amane-senpai's amazing work has raised my fighting spirit.
Well then, let's begin.
High score. A glider molded in CG appeared on the screen. That's why it looks so shitty.
Before you learn the controls, I'll explain how the glider moves.
Is it inverted?
The glider movements can be explained as rotation on 3 axes: longitudinal, lateral, and vertical.
Do a barrel roll.
First
I knew
is
it.
barrel rolling.
Ah!
The longitudinal axis that ran along... Oh, wait. That's just you.
Oh, yeah. The longitudinal axis that ran along the length of the fuselage and the movement based on the rotation of the axis were displayed on the screen.
I just expected her to be like
To be
tutorial
explaining
girl.
it, yeah.
Girl.
Longitudinal makes it sound like a really long dump. I gotta go take a longitudinal. This movement is called rolling.
Next is pitching.
This time, the lateral axis that went along the fuselage horizontally and the movement based on rotation on the axis was shown. This movement raises and lowers the nose and is known as pitching.
Finally,
I'm
there's
normally a catcher.
yawning. I'm tired.
And now the vertical axis that went through the center of the fuselage perpendicularly and the movement based on rotation along the axis were displayed.
Yes, I know. It says
This-
yawing.
This movement that turns the nose left and right is yaw. Here it goes.
Come back now here. These are the 3 basic movements of the glider. Do you understand What's this button do?
Would you like to hear that again?
Yeah. Why?
And you click yes because you didn't really read it. You thought it meant, or did you get all that?
Right.
Yeah, more or less. You just press the buttons and it goes.
No matter how complex the maneuvers of the glider may seem, there are all combinations of these 3 movements.
How do I do a loop-de-loop?
So it's not inverted. That's going to make it hard.
It better be fucking inverted.
So it's enough for a pilot to know how to handle these 3 movements.
I see. So the basics are quite simple.
Yeah, if you're not an idiot.
Katori and Agia were listening to that conversation and nodding along.
With that in mind, let's try actually operating it. Ah, shit! I crashed
It just
already!
makes me play all of a sudden. Star Fox.
Yeah.
After Amane Senpai chose a new mode, the screen changed again. The sky and the horizon were projected across the whole wall.
Fire!
Is this the view from the cockpit?
That's a flying jellyfish. Yeah, that's right.
It's actually modeled after an anglerfish.
Wow! So this is what it looks like!
Yeah, so you don't even have to fly it now. The glider was already in flight, but because I was used to video games, it felt incredibly slow.
God, frame rate sucks.
Fucking garbage. Fucking give me the... this better be an HDR, or I am not playing this. Didn't really feel like it was moving forward at all.
Except for takeoff, landing, and some other special cases, there are 2 things you need to control. Here's your power glove. The control stick and the rudder pedals.
I've seen the cockpit many times, so I knew about these.
Yeah, you saw it that one time, I think.
Right. Do I need to turn the avionic off? The control stick is the stick that comes out from the floor between the pilot's feet. I've seen movies where pilots flying fighter planes, they were holding control sticks. Not a yoke?
Where's the button that plays Danger Zone?
Oh, here it is. Kenny Loggins. It had... Actually, that's just the login button.
Yeah. No, don't take this from me.
It had a button to press it that launched missiles.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Of course, the glider doesn't have anything like that yet. It's like the steering wheel of a car.
But now I think it kind of needs it.
There's a rudder pedal on both the left and right side. I remember doing this on those swans that were on that lake. They can be operated by stepping on them with your feet.
The controller emulates both of these. The left analog stick is the control stick. The L and R buttons are the rudder pedals.
Okay. I tried the analog stick and the L and R buttons on the gamepad. Whoa!
Oh shit, it's not plugged in.
With a small delay, the field of vision on the screen abruptly moved. Whoa!
If you get careless, it will stall and crash, so watch out.
If you die in the game, you die for real. Okay.
First is the control stick. This controls 2 of the 3 movements that I explained just now, rolling and pitching. If you move it left and right, the fuselage will roll in that direction.
I learned the control sticks. I leaned the control stick slowly to the left.
I learned it. I learned it real good.
The aircraft responded with a small delay.
God.
This fucking input lag is garbage. The horizon on the screen leaned to the right.
What makes the aircraft lean? When you move the control stick. The control stick?
It's a video game.
Good question. That is because the control stick controls the ailerons.
Collect 100 of them and get an extra life.
Ailerons?
Aliens?
I don't remember that word.
When Katori heard that unfamiliar word, a question mark appeared above her head.
How'd you do that?
Is this all of it? Are we all in the video game?
Are you Scott Pilgrim's sister?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually just watched that again recently when my power was out.
Ailerons are attached to the main wings.
It's one of my favorite movies, and I was like, I haven't seen this in a couple of years. It's still great.
They're on the outer rear edge. If you move the control stick left, then the left wing's aileron, aileron, I guess, is raised, and the right wing's aileron is lowered.
Yeah, it's the flappy flaps.
Yeah.
When that happens, the lift is reduced on the left wing and increased on the right wing. The aircraft then banks, which is turning, by leaning.
Turning by leaning, huh? It's similar to a bicycle.
It's nothing like a bicycle.
No, it's not. A bicycle has a handlebar. Thanks. But that doesn't mean you turn by moving it left and right. You turn by tilting the frame.
I've ridden my bike with no handlebars.
There is one...
Look at me.
more movement that can be made using the control stick. It's called a nose dive, which is pitching. In short, pitching is moving the nose up or down. If you pull the control stick back, the
Yeah.
nose goes up.
Hey,
And pushing it
Thomas.
forward makes it go down.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Just like Thomas.
You know, I bet the left stick on that controller, when you pull back on that, the nose goes up. I tried pushing the control stick forward. Yeah! In your fucking face! Sorry, I'll drop it now. But in your fucking face. Ooh.
Ooh.
The image moved and the amount of ground visible on the screen had increased. The aircraft pointed downwards and I got the impression that it was flying faster. People who, like, come in... If anyone goes like, oh, I want to watch that. I want to see these YouTubers play this.
Yeah.
And then they get to this, like, who the fuck is Thomas?
Yeah, the tank?
There's like all this fucking backstory lore they'd have to go through to find out why. They'd have to, I guess they just have to watch Star Fox. The aircraft
Yeah.
pointed downwards, and I got the impression that it was flying faster. Or it wasn't even Star Fox; it was something else. Sonic.
Was
Sonic
it?
had the fucking tornado.
Oh, yeah,
sections
in the tornado.
weren't fucking inverted.
When you point the nose down, the aircraft descends, but its speed also increases.
I see. I got the image of it slipping down on the air.
This is boring. Do you have Call of Duty?
Right? The time I tried pulling the control stick back. I mean, can I at least, like, can we install, like, Ace Combat or something so I have something to do?
Can I land on an aircraft carrier?
Up, down. The image moved, now displaying nothing but the sky. I couldn't see the horizon anymore. Did he ever figure out what he was doing wrong there, by the way?
What do you mean?
The landing on, because
I don't know.
I know what he was doing wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure someone commented he knows by now. Because remember, he did pull it off. We're talking about AVGN, playing Top Gun.
Yeah.
Because when he was playing with a controller, it would say up. So he pressed up twice.
Right.
Or down. But you're supposed to just hold
You
it.
kind of just hold it. Yeah.
So when he was using the power glove, it was holding it, and he actually got it to land.
Yeah.
So I'm always like... someone's had to have told him by now, I would hope. It's been like a million years. But it always bothered me that he was just like, up. And I was like, it's not fucking...
It needs you to pull up.
Yeah, it's just saying fucking get your ass, your nose up. The image moved.
Wow.
I couldn't see the horizon anymore. It felt like it was still flying, but I noticed the speed was decreasing.
How is this controlled? Also with those flappies? No, it's different. We did experiments with paper airplanes before, right? We did do that. That happened, right?
I'm not going to sing it.
Did we do that? Yeah, okay. The thing that controls the up and down movements of the aircraft is...
When Katori was playing around with the wings of the paper airplane, she made one do a beautiful loop-de-loop.
Oh, the horizontal tailplane!
Amane Senpai nodded with approbation?
I'm nodding with approbation. Pitching, in other words, the up and down movements, is controlled with the elevator that is attached to the horizontal stabilizer. This thing is an elevator?
Cool. How big is it? This time it was a familiar word. Elevator. However, this was different than an elevator that goes up and down in buildings.
Oh, you silly Eric.
Oh my gosh.
Generally, raising the nose increases lift.
In other words, the aircraft will climb.
However, if you raise the nose too much, it will lose lift instead. The airflow won't be able to move along the wing's surface anymore, and the flow separation will occur.
Not the flow separation.
The phenomenon is known as stall. I don't think I need to explain what happens if you lose lift.
The glider can't fly without lift, so it'll inevitably fall from the sky.
I need you to explain it. Oh, God.
Is there anything you can do if that happens?
Yeah, die.
Pray.
It's possible to recover. That's what the eject button is for. A stall can occur at any time, so it's necessary to get enough stall recovery to practice.
All of a sudden, it turns into a Pearl Harbor simulator. It's time for revenge. Okay. Even though they're the ones who did. Never mind. Hearing about the possibility of falling from the sky made me tense up a bit. When you're flying through the air, even a trivial mistake can be fatal.
Shall we try falling once? It's pretty funny.
In love?
I love crashing.
I'm going to pull the analog stick back hard. Her hand grazed mine. The nose rapidly moved upwards, and then...
It has passed the critical angle. It's stalling.
Oh.
Oh shit, we're flying into the sun!
Jesus. Suddenly, the gentle flight of the aircraft came to a halt and instantly started hurtling towards the ground while the image was spinning like crazy.
That was pretty cool.
Gamma over. Game over.
Well, that's what it's like. In training, stalls and spins are caused on purpose to practice recoveries. Doing this for real in midair is scary as hell. I've done it. You think that you're gonna die, because you could die.
And I did. If someone is afraid of heights, that really might be the case.
I am afraid of heights. I've told you this.
Because the simulator was made really well, even the image alone has a powerful impact.
Bah.
It's got my body laying on the ground. It says you died.
Amane's like behind him, shaking the chair.
Put a shock collar on him every time he does something wrong. Amane Senpai selected the mode, and we started flying once again.
Next are the rudder pedals.
In the simulator, they were controlled with the L and R buttons.
These operate the rudder, which is attached to the vertical stabilizer. If you stepped on the right pedal, the nose moves right. If you step on the other one, left. This controls yawing. It turns the plane horizontally.
Yes!
But when you are turning, you are pointing the flappy flappies attached to the main wings, right? If you only use flappy flappies, the glider will still face forwards. It will move, slipping to the side it banks to. What?
If it's still facing forward, wouldn't it mean that we'll fly ahead tilted? Amane Senpai nodded.
Yes, you're very smart. You win the cookie. By operating the rudder at the same time, you can rotate the nose towards the direction you want to turn.
Yeah, but it's like really slight. Like the handlebars on a bicycle.
Yeah, okay, sure, I guess. God.
While leaning the bike, you turn the handlebars in that direction, otherwise you won't be able to turn well. Using bicycles as an example helps me because I'm dumb. Leaning the bike left to right is like the ailerons, and the handlebar is like the rudder.
But you can't hit rocks on the ground in a glider. If you do, you die.
Yeah, you're already dead.
I see. When you want to turn, both the flappy flappies and the rudder are necessary. That's right. However, that alone isn't enough.
God damn it.
When turning, leaning the aircraft decreases the lift, so we'll drop down quite a lot. To keep as much altitude as possible when turning, you will have to pull back the control stick slightly backwards while moving it horizontally.
This game would probably be a lot shorter if they would just go, we spent the whole afternoon playing the simulator, learning how.
Nah.
Because do we personally need to know how to fly a glider?
We do. It's on the final test.
That's fine, I'll fail it. Let someone else fly. When you're turning, you have to use all of these simultaneously?
Too many buttons.
What to use and how seemed quite intuitive.
That's all. These are the only controls you need when flying.
Why don't we just, like, hook this game controller up to the actual glider?
Yeah.
'Cause they worked so well for that submarine.
Right?
After ending her explanation, Senpai turned on the lights.
It's pretty simple, isn't it?
I was playing that. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna do it.
It's kind of boring, actually.
When I heard unfamiliar words like aliens and Rudy Giuliani, it sounded complicated. However, actually doing it was quite simplistic.
Rudy Giuliani's an alien?
Yeah. You seen him? Moving the control stick in all directions and
haven't.
stepping on the left and right pedals, that's all there was to it.
This is boring. Let's join the robot club.
I agree. Go back to the literature club.
As long as you don't try any aerial acrobatics or dogfighting, there are almost no difficult controls. The ability to find the wind is what you need to fly the glider. How do you find the wind?
Do I need a Pocahontas?
You have to listen to the colors of the wind.
I knew it.
Where and what kind of wind is blowing, where the ascending air currents are. Finding those determines whether you can fly it well or not.
I'm assuming that's what all the dials are.
Basically, is it fucking windy outside?
So you mean things like knowledge, experience, and intuition.
You just need to know if it's windy outside.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah. Just get a giant fan.
Yeah, there's some giant fans on the Windmill Hill.
There you go.
To learn how to read the instruments, you first have to get used to them. Is glider an instrument? Next, try practicing using this computer and the projected screen.
Got it. I sat down in front of the PC and started practicing immediately.
You guys want to read manga yet?
Yes. Club activities had finished and we were on the way home. Hoot! Hoot! Hooty hoot! Cops are on the way. Agia was fanning her chest with her sweaty uniform. And happened to catch my eyes.
Hot.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, Where? What are you looking at?
Your hooter. I mean,
She sensed my gaze and asked cheerfully. Why don't you try acting a little more feminine? I can't help it. My chest is the sweatiest place. Look at my underboobs.
My chest is pretty feminine.
Isn't that feminine? And she started fanning herself again.
What if I do little stretchies?
damn it!
Stop it! Without a care of the world, as if she wanted to show me her boob sweat.
She probably does.
There's air conditioning in the garage. It's pretty weak, isn't it? My butt got really hot. Look at my butt.
Yeah, look at my butt.
See?
This time, Katori was wiggling her backside around into a chair. Oh, these two.
Boobs and butts.
I have a boner. It's spacious and the ceiling offers no heat insulation. It was like a prefabricated building. There was no attic, and the heat from the sun transferred directly to the inside. Even if we turned on the air conditioning, its effectiveness was halved. It's better than at the robotics. It's better than at the robotics club, though. There are a lot of people there, so it gets really humid from the sweat.
And all the sex.
Yeah, that's what nerds are doing. Fucking.
Yeah.
Katori Mata
Oh.
a disgusted face as she heard Agia's description.
Why are you muddying that face?
Hello, Mata. Hello, Mata. Oh, all right, I'm going this way. Who will you follow?
Yeah, damn it!
When we approached the usual crossroads, Agia turned into a different street than us. See ya. Hey, Agia. Oi. Want to get some ice cream from the convenience store? For your boobs? Yeah, sure. But why all of a sudden?
To put on my boobs?
Because you want to get your 2 scoops. You two were saying how hot it is, so I suddenly felt like eating some.
Banana split. I don't know.
You want to eat one too, Katori? No.
Well, yeah?
Katori answered while watching Agia. She was about to leave. What the fuck? Then let's go.
Yeah.
Why'd you make her stay?
I started walking ahead. Let's mosey.
I want ice cream on my butt.
In the convenience store parking lot, we bit into the ice cream that we had bought.
Oh, God. Ah, no.
Why would you do that?
Don't do that.
Just use your lips, not your teeth. Hanging out in front of the convenience store was one of the privileges of being a high school student.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And a stoner. Agia got watermelon-flavored ice cream on a stick.
Ooh.
Tori got chocolate chip in a cup. And I
Oh.
chose vanilla ice cream wafers.
You just got some wafers?
Yeah, what? You prefer the ones sold in cups, Amane-san?
What do you gotta get to my cup, bitch? Ice cream on a stick melts halfway through and it makes your hands sticky, so I don't like it.
Seems like everyone had their own preferences when it came to ice cream.
Hey, what ice cream do you like better? Fuck you.
Don't
Put the
make
cup
me
on the stick.
choose. Hey, Ari, how was the simulator? You were sitting right there. I still didn't get the hang of it. It was pretty tricky.
Which part was difficult?
Well, the girl I should choose. How should I call it? Inconvenient handling? When I want to do something, I can't do it right away.
I feel like up should go up.
No. It would probably be easier to handle if I could feel its movements and speed. The floppy bits, rudder, and elevator didn't work unless they catch some wind, right? Exactly. Those control the position of the aircraft by transmitting the force of the wind to the fuselage. Oh my god. Naturally, when the wind is strong, small movements of the controls can have a big effect and vice versa. However, the glider doesn't have an engine.
Oh my god, it doesn't have an engine?
You can't easily speed up or slow down.
I didn't know that.
If you do one thing, it affects everything else. I guess that's what makes it difficult. Understanding the present situation is not enough. You have to think about what will happen next and act accordingly. It means that the vehicle requires quite a bit of experience. After all, you kind of have to do like a jump from like Fortnite and to figure out how to like
Yeah, there you go.
open your and close your chute over and over again. I guess it's not a thing on Fortnite, is it? Yeah, maybe it is. I can't remember.
I don't
always
know.
get it mixed up with the Warzone drop because the Warzone drop you can't cut your chute and then jump it, bring it back out. PUBG you cannot. Once your chute's out, it's out.
I believe you.
Okay. That's important information to have. I figured the game was going to sit there and tell us a bunch of bullshit that we didn't need. I'll tell you a bunch of bullshit that you don't need.
Did it feel good to fly it?
No. Well, to be honest, the simulator didn't feel that good at all. You were watching the screen, right?
Amane kept shaking my chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, how should I say this? It looked really frustrating.
Compared to 3D shooting games, it was nowhere near as fun. That's true. Should have been Ace Combat.
Actually, flying it must be a completely different thing, though.
I think so. I can imagine that somehow.
Yeah, I can die on the one.
How it would feel to really soar through the sky in it. What is happening?
I don't know. Ah, Steam!
Fuck you, Steam!
Go
Why?
away!
I already...
Time for a summer
I already
sale!
closed you! Why? No, get out of here! How would it feel to really soar through the sky in
God.
it? Only vaguely, though.
You're lucky. I want to try flying too.
Vaguely. Why don't you give the simulator a try? It was possible to control everything with your hands.
I have hands. No thanks. Now is the time for you to do it, Aoi-kun.
Looks like she decided to be patient for now. Agia and I exchanged glances spontaneously, and...
I mean, you said you were going to take me in it, and I don't want to fucking die, so...
Well then, let's hurry up and build the wings so that we can actually fly it. Yeah. As soon as I'll be able to fly myself, I could give Katori a ride. I might be a little hasty, but having an objective will make me try harder. I didn't win anything, too bad. Agia tossed a stick of her finished ice cream into the trash can. I finished eating too, but I also got rid of the wrapper from my ice cream sandwich.
Oh, it was a
Wait for-
sandwich.
yeah.
Munch, munch! I'm still eating!
Katori was still eating. She was hurriedly shoveling her chocolate chip ice cream.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten 3 scoops. It doesn't sound like that much, but it's fucking too much.
Right? You get to that third scoop, you're just like, why did I do this to myself? It wasn't as bad as Amane-senpai, but her way of eating also slightly spoiled her pretty girl image. She rushed over in her wheelchair and threw the cup into the trash can. Does she think that if she didn't hurry, we would have left her behind like last time?
That's exactly what you would do.
Well, she left us behind. While I was away from Katori, Agia had come up beside me. Thanks for being so considerate.
Oh,
What do you mean?
yes.
Don't play dumb. You invited Abane-san and me here for our sakes, didn't you? I wonder, did I really? I was kind of only trying to get you.
Yeah, a hue.
Looking at me as I feigned ignorance, Agia smiled cheerfully.
Sorry for the wait. God, I knew you'd be kissing when I came back.
You didn't need to rush like that.
Oh, but I did.
Okay, I'll be going. See you tomorrow.
I know what this bitch is thinking.
She just like pushes her facing the other way onto the grass and takes me away. Yeah, see you.
Goodbye.
We saw Agia off as she waved goodbye, pushed Katori's wheelchair along the road back to the dormitory.
Finally alone. God.
Until the little wings would fly to the sky higher. Oh.
Y'all want to glad or say fuck that?
All right. I think that's a good
Is that an episode?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, we'll call it there. Good transition. We could finish it there. Ooh, what's this? Oh, God, I can't wait to make that same joke when we come back.